welcome back and good morning. So we're in November now and the field is ready to harvest. So we're going to head back to our wonderful workplace, and that is absolutely what we're going to be getting on with today. Not too bad in there, you know, it's quite comfy. Could be a lot worse. I'm certainly able to stretch out much more than I was sleeping in the tent. So that was brilliant. We're moving in the right direction, and it's nice. I woke up today, nice new morning. It's just great to see this area is starting to clear out a little bit. Still got a lot of work to do, a lot of twigs to pick up. Got some food sources there growing out the ground. Hopefully that doesn't make me too dizzy. But yeah, anyway, let's head over. So it's going to be sunflower harvest today, definitely. Now, I am quite excited because although we picked up that brand new Massey Ferguson, we haven't actually used it. In fact, all we've done is drive it back. So I'm quite excited to connect that up to the trailer and take it for a drive. Again, last time she sold all of the grain, or this time I guess all of the seed direct from the field. So I'm assuming that's what we'll be doing this time. So we should be able to take that Massey Ferguson for a nice little run today. So that'll be great. So yeah, most of our day is all planned out. Now I've been pondering and thinking, and I don't know what the neighbours are up to there with all of that stuff they've had delivered. But I mean, it's concrete blocks, it's cement. There's a cement mixer there. Yeah, they're up to something. Now, I'm going to speak to the lady who's employing us, because she's got a lot of knowledge in the area. She knows a lot of people, and I just want to know what she knows about my neighbours. Because it is odd, because you know they seem to be quite up for an argument, to be honest. And I don't know why. I don't know why they've taken such an instant disliking to me straight away. I mean, I know I nearly ran him over, but that was just an accident, and I apologised. But now, trailer is there. The harvester I parked back. I do not want to go any further. I'll leave it here. I'm a bit worried with these thin little tyres. I'll get stuck in this field. So let's just leave that there where it is. I know it's not going to be in the way because I'm the only one who's doing any work. So we'll just jump into this a minute. Just get it started up and warmed up. We're not going to need that today. And hopefully we're not going to need the header trailer with this particular header. I'm not too sure actually. We'll have to look in a moment. But let's just jump into this one. Just get it started up. Okay, right. So it's not been running for a little while, but there we go. Second time lucky. So let's just jump up here. Now, whilst that's warming up, I think a lot of our equipment does need servicing, you know. They're a bit behind on a lot of their maintenance. But yeah, look at that. So this is the great thing about leasing stuff, is that you get some of the brand new stuff. So this is the one that folds itself, which means you can transport it. It's no wider than the harvester itself, and we're only going right there. So I'll let that harvester warm up. Let's head around the front actually. We'll jump in that Massey Ferguson. I don't think I need to bother going in and saying hello, but then it's probably the polite thing to do, isn't it, really? I'll tell you what, I'll just knock on the door, just say hello. She knows exactly what I'm up to today anyway. But let's just do it out of politeness. Also, I gave her the keys, and I'm assuming that she wouldn't have left those keys in there. Right, let's just see what she's got to say. Right, okay, so we've got the keys. Let's just cut through here. So yeah, same as last time. Get the field harvested, then put it straight into the trailer, take it straight down to that same sell point that we went to before. And this time they won't need to unload the trailer for us because we have got a much better tractor. just going to leave us to it. Don't really need to pop back in and see her for anything today, so we'll just leave her to it. Now I've just realised I have parked my van right in the way of where I need to get to. So I just said I can leave it there, it's not in anyone's way, I'm the only one doing any work, and it's in my way. Can I squeeze through here? Well, let's go this way, because I'm not going to risk hitting it against that hedge. Brilliant. Right. This has got so much power. This is fantastic. This tractor really is. I don't think it's anything that we're going to be able to get to anytime soon, but I would love to have one of these in the future, definitely. Now let's get this all connected up. Get the hoses connected, which is what we couldn't do last time. Great. Right, so let's just pull this alongside, and let's just pop it over here, in fact, just so it's out of the way but easy to get to. That harvester's been warming up for long enough now, I would have thought. Honestly, I really like that. That's really good. Right, warmed up enough. It's a bit funny when I first started it, but it seems to be alright now. Okay. Right, so I believe this has a hook automatically. We're going to have to jump out and get the hoses and the PTO connected. Are there any hoses? Oh, this one doesn't actually use hoses. Fine, that suits us. Right, let's go now. Can't see any traffic coming. This is a big old piece of machine, so fortunately nothing's coming in front of us either. I'm just going to pull over here, because although I'm used to the header and how to raise it and lower it, how do I open it up? Which button? Brilliant, there we go. What a piece of kit this is. So, same button for power. Same button to lower. Brilliant. Right, let's get it going. No need to hang around this time. We know what we've got to do. Okay. Engine problems. I hope this is not going to be the theme of the day. I've had enough of vehicles with engine problems now. This is not the way I want the day to go, so come on, don't do it anymore. Wow, I tell you what, I didn't actually walk down this field to have a look, but this is much longer than I thought. I actually thought this was a really small field, but to be honest, this is, it just keeps going. Well, not good. So, that's the fourth time this has stalled. And this time, we lost brakes completely. and as you can see, we've damaged a bit of crops, so we've lost a little bit there. Now, I will let her know, but I mean, that's not really our fault. It seems to be a lot of the equipment that she has and these guys use is not very well maintained. Either that, or it's so old it just needs to be replaced. Now, I know she's just spent a lot of money on the new tractor. I'm not sure how much, but I would imagine that's quite a bit of money. But yeah, I mean, this hasn't really cost a great deal. We've lost a little bit, but we can't keep doing that. This is the fourth time now. The fourth time that this is just stalled. Now, let's just back up a little bit. We'll make the most of it, and at least we'll harvest what we didn't run over. So anyway, I'm going to carry on with this now, but I am going to have to let her know. Yeah, all I've had since I've moved to this new area is problems with engines. It's kind of ridiculous, really, but anyway, I'll pop the camera down. I need to carry on. Done it again. I mean, we are pretty much done now, so I'm glad, because this is really playing up. But look, more crop damage, more loss of money. That's pure profit, that is, and it's just been run over. Maybe fifth, maybe a couple more times. Maybe this is probably the 6th or 7th time now that this is stalled, which is a real shame. There weren't any problems with it when we used it last time. And we certainly didn't do anything to it. Well, I don't think we did, anyway. Well, let's just finish this last bit. The good news is we get to come out of this now and get into that brand new Massey Ferguson to sell it all on, so I'm quite excited about that. There we go, see, it's just done it again. It's just done it again. Well, thank God that's over. Let's fold this back up. And I assume they will be happy to collect it. I mean, if anything, from here, it's closer than where they delivered it. So I'm just going to turn off the engine, disconnect the PTO shaft and the hoses. Oh, I didn't connect hoses, did I? Brilliant. And just drop that off here, and we'll take this combine back into the other field before it stops working completely. Then it'll be stranded. Oh dear, come on. Alright, what was that button again? The auger. That one? That's it. Alright. Let's see if we can align this, pour it straight in. up again. And reverse this back in space quick before it does stop. Now. This also needs a clean, because I can't really see where I'm going. But I think we're good. Lovely. It's about where we left it last time. Yep. That's pretty good parking, if I do say so myself. Right, let's go. Listen to that. It's great to get into one that actually works properly. Right. So we know where to go now. I'm not going to go the way we went last time. I'm going to go the way that we went home. Just seemed to be a bit quicker and the roads are a bit clearer. So down here to the right. Yeah. And this time at least we're going to be able to empty our own trailer. Okay, here we are, just pulling up now. So, yeah, they'll be quite pleased to know that we can actually unload ourselves this time, which is good. So I'm just going to head around here. We'll pull up along the side there. I don't know exactly where they want us to drop this to, because last time they just kind of did it while we were going for a walk. So I'll just pull over and I'll just pop to the office. Okay, so pretty much where we just pulled over actually. Just drop it straight into that grate there on the ground. Same as last time, we're not really going to know what any of this is worth because it's all done via an account to the boss lady. So all we know is we're going to get paid at the end of the day. But anyway, first time we've actually tried the hydraulics on this trailer, so hopefully it works with no problem. Just pull forward enough. Okay. Which button is it to do this then? Good. Wonderful. Well, that didn't take very long at all, did it? Which probably means less wages for us, I suppose. But anyway, right, let's head on back. Now, it must be gone lunchtime by now, so we're going to have to get some food. But we'll just head straight on back, drop the tractor off, find out what it is that we need to be doing. Oh, sorry, mate. Just make sure that there's no one behind us. There we go. I'm a little bit nervous, if I'm honest with you, because we are not going to be getting a lot more work out of this now. Yeah, it's right. I'm good. So yeah, we're in November. I can't remember. I don't know if she did mention when her kind of usual worker is due back from their travels. But potentially, you know, it's Christmas time. Not a great deal is going to be going on over the next couple of months. I don't know if we're going to have much more work out of her anymore, which is a shame because it's our only income. We have obviously secured the delivery driver job, which is a case of going back to the shop. So we will do that. Hello, mate. We will do that in December because they said they just get busier in December, I guess, with your ordering online and Amazon parcels and things. So that will give us something. I don't know what the hourly rate is for that, but we're not going to be doing anything else, so anything is better than nothing. Now, where are we going to be putting this? Initially, the trailer came from inside that yard, so that's probably where we're going to need to put it this time around. If that van moves out the way for us. Okay, maybe not. Let's take a little turn through the field that we've just harvested. Good that way. Alright, the hazards are on, so let's just take this wide before another car comes. So, see if we can do this first time. Okay, looking pretty good. Try not to hit that transit. And if I remember, it was a few days ago now, but this trailer lives just in front of that barn over there, so hopefully we've got enough room to clear this. I'm just going to pop out a minute, turn those hazards off a second, I'll leave the engine running, let's just see whereabouts we are. Oh, that's not too bad, we are getting close to that tree though. So let's just pull forward a little bit, we'll park the trailer back up in there, and then I'll check in, see whether or not we do get any wages now, which would be nice. I do want to ask about the next door neighbour. So I kind of want to understand what his grief is with us really, because I know I did kind of almost run him over, but that was kind of a car issue. And if he'd just spoke to me, I would have explained to myself instead of just kind of walking off in a bit of a huff. And then lost my temper a little bit, but you know, I'm going to go with the fact that that was probably more of the few glasses of champagne speaking. And again, you just kind of you get spoken to how you speak to people, and you deserved it. So I don't know what it is. He's taken a disliking to us. I don't know why. Maybe there's something to do with the land that we own. Maybe he's got some past issues. Maybe he doesn't realise that, you know, we're not actually anything to do with the people who owned it previously. But right, shut the engine off. Get this trailer disconnected. Detach the hoses. The trailer is off. Brilliant. We never got a chance to use that. We never did. Maybe we can use that in the new year. We shall have to see. Okay. For a minute, you know, I think that will stay there. Right, let's just walk around. Okay, well look, thank you very much. It's been really, really good. I'm sure we'll catch up soon. I'm only up the road anyway, but yeah, maybe I'll catch up with the chap when he does return after Christmas. And you know, if you get really, really busy, just give me a shout, or get him to pop down. Give me a shout. I'm quite happy to come and give you a hand anyway, so that's not a problem. But thanks very much. You didn't have to give me 500 there just for doing that small job today. But I do appreciate it. It does take a little bit of the concern away over the next couple of months. So yeah, thanks again. I'm going to pop to the shop now. I've kind of pre-organised myself a little delivery driver job anyway. So I'm just going to go down and have a chat with them, and I think organise myself ready for next month. So I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye bye. Okay, well there we go. So nice, £500. Happy with that. The only thing maybe not quite so happy with, although we knew it was coming, and that is that there is no work. So her her kind of farm hand, I guess if that's the correct word for it, he is due back in January. Now there isn't a lot going on, to be honest with you, in December, as we mentioned a moment ago. So that's kind of it, to be honest. We're done. I did offer them though, if she needs any help, to give me a call. I mean, can't physically give me a call because I don't own a phone, but I'm sure she knows where I am. Yeah. Whilst I was in there, I did have a little bit of a chat. So, just in reference to the neighbour, the next door neighbour. So, we'll pop into the van. We'll make our way towards the shop and just pre-organise what the plan is there. Hopefully, they still need us to do some work, because if they don't, we are going to be stuck. £2,100 is not going to get us very far at all. So let me just manoeuvre out of here a minute before I chat too much. I really don't want to get the tyres stuck in that field. In fact, I can feel the dip then, so I must be getting quite close. So do not do that, because that will be a bit of a pain. Yeah, so what's the story with the next door neighbour? Well, for the last, say, I don't know how long exactly, but 5 or 6 years that my friend who I bought the field off, if you remember, we mentioned that his granddad died. So for the last 5-6 years, the next door neighbour there didn't actually know who owned the land, and he was hoping, I believe, to buy it. In actual fact, he'd started the process with requesting planning permission, and he wants to extend his house, and he wants to build another house on that bit of land. So he was obviously quite invested in it, assumed he was probably going to get it because no one had actually come forward with the owners. Maybe he was going through a process to see if he could buy it off of the kind of the local council, I guess, if that's what they call it here. But obviously I've arrived out of nowhere. No one knew me. Some British bloke completely out of nowhere bought the land, and all of a sudden I'm there parking in front of his garage and spilling oil everywhere. So that kind of explains it, really. She did say he's normally a nice bloke. So I do need to get better at parking this, you know. Anyway, right, pop a ticket on. I'm not risking it, especially if this is all that we've got. £3. I'm sure it wasn't £3 last time. I'm sure that's gone up. In like 2 days that's gone up, I'm certain. Anyway, maybe we'll see if we can have another chat with that guy and just try and introduce ourselves, maybe start a clean slate, because I don't want it to be even more difficult. It is what it is. I mean, the way I see it is it's farmland. It's not necessarily there to build more houses. It looks like as you pull in there, he's building a house currently to the left, so maybe he's kind of at a point in his life where he wants to make some easy money. But for me, you know, it's early on in life and I want to start a farm up, so we'll have to get along. We're going to have to. Anyway, let me just pop this ticket in the car, stick that on the dashboard there and me. Right, and we'll head around and have a chat. The good sign is that van is still there, so they haven't taken on any other drivers to do it in the meantime. So I'm assuming that's good news anyway. Now, we'll just pop into that end shop there and just pre-organise ourselves, see what we can sort. So just bear with me one moment. I'm just going to go in and have a conversation with this chap in here, and I'll be back in a second. Yeah, okay, no worries. I'll see you next week. Cheers then, bye bye. Okay, so all sorted. So next week, which will be end of the first week in December, we're going to head to the local town. It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours drive, they reckon. So not quite local in terms of what I would consider local, but to these people I guess that is local. But yeah, we're going to do some deliveries there, so that's going to be our van. Quite a nice fancy van, especially compared to what we're driving. Look at it, nice Mercedes. So yeah, hourly rate is not too bad actually. £20 an hour, and then if you go over the 6-hour shift, then it's double time. So even better, I guess it's because they're busy. So you know, if it's 2 hours to get there, if we drag it out, if we make sure it's 2 hours, 2 hours to get back, that's already 4 hours. Just got to make sure the deliveries, you know, we got to be honest and reasonable, but I'm sure we can stretch it slightly. We can probably make a couple £100 out of that, you know, which will certainly be helpful anyway. So, right, I was in there a little while, had to do a bit of paperwork. They wanted some confirmation, some address details and things, or that is the address of the little piece of land that we own anyway. But I've given them all my details. I have given them a copy of my driver's license from the UK, which they accepted and said that was fine. That was one of the only things that I brought back with me, to be honest, that and my passport. So yeah, looks like we're all good to go on that one. So we'll just head back now, I guess. We'll call it a day. And I'll probably pick up another video in December when we're headed into our new job. But we'll just drive back to the bit of land a minute. I did pick up some food there while they were doing photocopying and various things. I popped to the shop next door, got myself a little bit of food. Obviously I don't have anything fancy, I don't have a cooker. I don't even, do you know, I could do with actually buying a stove, like a little gas stove or something. That would be quite handy, just for a cup of tea or something in the mornings. I should probably look at that, but I'm not going to do it now. This town that we're delivering to next month is actually a much busier, buskier town than this kind of little area here. So maybe they'll have a bit more selection, a bit more kind of modern shops maybe. Do you know what I'd really like to do? I'd like to get a mobile. Just a phone, nothing contract based. Of course I can't do anything contract based because of the whole thing back in the UK with the identity theft and things. It's completely destroyed my credit rating, I would imagine. As it stands, when I left, you know, on paper I owed over £250,000, which wouldn't be so bad if I actually had £250,000, but there you go. But yeah, mobile, pay as you go, something like that. Maybe I should consider getting back in contact, or just checking in maybe with some family members, make sure that everyone's doing alright. But right, we'll just pull around here. It is starting to get a bit darker now, and I really do need to sort of water supply out. And so someone's been writing in my windscreen. Look, that must have been whilst I was parked in that car park. But I do need to clean this anyways. This is really, really bad. Can't see where I'm going. Right, okay, so here we are. We're here now. Oh, hang on a minute. What is this? What is this? Wow. I guess we know what all of that's for. I mean, really? It's just completely, just randomly stopped it. Just to stop me driving through. Just to stop me driving through. I mean, I was only just talking about, you know, maybe catching up with this guy, and this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I mean, I can't drive. I don't know whose field that is. It's probably his field. It's just going to cause more hassle. I can't drive over that. I mean, talk about being awkward. Well, I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. I'm kind of, I kind of persuaded myself to sort myself out, stop being so teasy, be the bigger person, just get on with it. But this is just insane, honestly. Well, we're going to have to just drive through our field. Yeah, our wheel's spinning up his field now. I hope you like that. Well, I was avoiding pulling into that field earlier on because I was worried it would get stuck with these thin tyres. We're just going to have to try it now. We haven't got a choice. We have not got a choice. Alright, well hopefully, it's getting a bit stuck. But I have to keep turning the steering wheel. I'm losing traction. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Right, there we go. Okay, wow. Not that you can notice it, but it is a little bit muddier now. But we got through there not too bad. It dug into the ground a little bit, but it's not like we could have made those wither crops any worse anyway. Well, I guess that is our new entrance. So thanks very much for that, Mr. Neighbour. Great. Gonna have to do something though. Gonna have to put something there, maybe some gravel or something, because we only just kind of got through that. Honestly. So we don't have a job. We have a little part-time delivery driving job, and now we can't even safely get into where we live, which by the way is a 1960s pickup or camper van, and then if it leaks we got a 50 quid tent. Brilliant. This is just great. I'm definitely feeling now like I need to get a mobile and just check in with family. This is kind of, I feel a bit homesick if I'm honest with you now. But anyway, I'm going to try and sleep if I can. Try not to go over there and cause someone some damage. But I will catch you soon, and it'll be when we're doing our little delivery jobs. So thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.